Now, in order to inject her lip, we're gonna follow this outline. So the first thing I do, I'm a creature of habit, I always start on this side. And that also helps if you have an assistant or someone else helping you, they can always follow, they know exactly what your next move is gonna be. Sometimes I don't even have to say anything, my assistant already knows and she's already handing me things that I didn't even ask for. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with, you can either do a fan, depending on how much height you wanna get, or you could just do vertical tinting. We're gonna start with just one line, just one. Go along the border. This is the distance that I like to be as I'm injecting. Once I get to the nasal ala, I go in about here, and I always leave little micro droplets of filler as I'm coming out. So as I go in, I retrograde filler. Now, if you've ever seen me inject live, you know that I use the needle as traction on the tissue. So as I go in, I take my other hand, my non-injecting hand, and I prop the lip up in order to hold it, and I pull the needle out like this. And that helps you get as much lift as possible. Now, you can also do a fan. That's gonna be a little harder with that hand going like this, because you're gonna come out of the tissue. So if you wanna do a fan, you could still do a fan, and you can still go along. Now, a lot of people ask about Russian lips. What Russian lips are is just a lot of fans. So this would all be fans. Now, I don't necessarily think that this person needs that many fans or that much volume in their lip. You also end up using a lot more filler. I think that this type of patient, she already has pretty big lips. She could do well with the minimum. And it also depends on how her lips react to the filler and how it looks as we're going through it. So as I was doing her lip, I could tell that she was having a really good reaction to the filler. So I didn't need to do anything else. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna flip this over. I can see that one side of her lower lip is a little higher than the other side. What I'm going to do for this is a fan right in the middle. Also, she has a little bit of a keyhole, my favorite. So we are going to accentuate that. So what we did is we ended up with longer fans like this. And then we just went around this way. This is dual planing. We're gonna do dual planing as we go in with our second phase. So the first one is higher G prime filler, like a classic Resty, RHA3, Juvederm, Velour, maybe, Evolysse Form, you know, those types of fillers. What you're gonna do is the structure and the shape and the projection first, and then you're gonna go back in with a lighter filler.